To Lucky 13 Gaming. This is Starshine with Starshine's Let's Play. The Easter eggs have been all found, and we are gonna finish up this quest, and then we'll be probably done for a little while. Oh yeah, I gotta figure out how to open these doors. I gotta find a power cell.
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this, and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic, attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe, anyway.
It's already up here.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what I
do what's up here.
The damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. A better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be atonement.
How do we get up there? Hey, it's Jordan. Back just for a few minutes, see if we can't figure out this quest. Oh. Alright. Alright, left, up, left, down. And then what's the other one? Right.
Done. I should check the door.
Yeah. Alright, did that open that door? Oh, it did. Nice. Yeah, I want to finish this quest. Once I'm done this quest, I'm going to come back over. It was an awkward one to start. Once you're in, you can't stop till you complete it. Oh, sweet, I'm up top where I wanted to go initially.
Found one. Looks intact. That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open.
Now when I scan... Oh, it did give me the symbol. So up, left, down. Up, left, down, right, up. Up, left, down, right, up. Well, maybe I started the wrong side. So, up. Left, down. Up, left, down, right. Oh, it's upside down. It's upside down. I just see that now. Alright, so it's up, right, down, left, up. Huh. Alright, so if that's upside down, it should be up, right, down, left, up. Alright, well, let's do it from this side. Oh, you screw off. Okay, up, right, down, and then up. Okay, I'm confused. I've done it both directions on that pattern. Alright, my brain doesn't work like this. gonna have to draw this out. So if that is upside down, and we flip that over, and make the Pharaoh on the top. So Pharaoh is on the top. Oh, I have to look at it upside down, for God's sakes. I can't do this! Alright, so if you look at it upside down, that's going to be down, right, up, left, down. Alright. So that should be down. And then that one should be right. And then this should be up. And then that should be right. And then this should be down.
That did it.
Oh my god, that was hard on my brain.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
I had a stream drop earlier, and I don't know why it dropped. It just rage quit.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
What I don't understand, how
Gaia.
did they get in
It's up
there?
Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Man, Andrew, you are deaf. That is so loud.
Haven't you got anything better to do?
Search the area, brother.
I think I just got those two left.
Gotcha!
That's the last of them.
Repeat.
Or not.
You can't invade this shadow. Fall before the shadow. Shadow take you. Try to run. You will not
room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
Alert. Structural failure prevents access. Alert. Area inaccessible. Elevators non-operational. Stairwells have collapsed.
All right.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. You probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical at places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw.
Oh, how do I add modifications? Alright. Okay, let's add a 43% coil damage. And handling coil, corruption.
How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
Elizabeth Sobek to Margot Shen. Full steam ahead. Margot, if I doubted your brilliance in the slightest, I wouldn't have picked you as Hephaestus Alpha. You need to stop worrying about your age and communication style. You are who you are, have confidence in yourself, you know what you're doing. Case in point, the latest draft of your plan for the construction and stocking of bootstrap silos to store raw materials is excellent. This combined with your design for the AM Foundry Core and the Foundry site selection plan add up to a comprehensive plan. It's time to start construction. One detail, consult with Aomid Okilo before you finalize the silo inventories. Hephaestus' first task will be to fabricate the robots that will construct the waveform broadcast towers Minerva will use to transmit the deactivation codes. So any exotic materials needed for the towers should be accounted for in the inventory plan. Elizabeth. That's just gonna be her talking again?
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. You probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. A waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not...
From Margot Shen to Elizabeth Sobek, simulation results. Wow, you weren't kidding about Gaia's predictile for animal morphologies. Sure, not totally unexpected given the rough natural terrain her bots will have to navigate, but I'd agree that there's something deeper going on here. Her designs aren't just functional. They feel almost like, well, tributes is the word that comes to mind, as though she's already mourning their loss, and not just for the disappearing fauna of our time, but creatures from the fossil record too. References to megafauna in some of her designs. So cool. Well, whatever Gaia thinks up, Hephaestus will empower her to build it. I just wish we could still be around in a century or two to see what she makes. Margot.
Just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs, for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Perfect. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity is real. Gaia's already learning, and simulations can do some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started.
Need them soon enough. I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside. More Eclipse.
Careful now.
All right.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world ensuring redundancy. Second, the entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
From Saminia to Elizabeth Sobek, encapsulated DNA. And the winner is encapsulated DNA. Over the past 10 days, I've performed an exhaustive review of data storage solutions. Magnetic, optical, quantum. Even that entity tech that FAS was shilling a year or so ago. But every other solution has one more fatal shortcomings. Too heavy to transport, too heavy to install in the allotted space, too power intensive over the centuries, too prone to failure past 300, 400 years, etc., etc. Encapsulated DNA will easily hold the 40 plus zettabytes we're projecting for Apollo. There are still many details to finalize, of course. To start with, we need to select the inert material in which we will embed the molecules. Already testing 16 candidate materials, as well as design and fabricate the power systems in sealed, I don't know what that word is, recularies that will keep the DNA at minus 18 degrees C for 1,000 plus years. So long as I assure you that it didn't factor into my decision, may I confess that I deem it entirely fitting, indeed propitious, that we will be using the very building blocks of life to preserve human knowledge from mechanized extinction. It's not just ironic, but heroic. Life as a hero, beating back the forces of oblivion. In any case, much to do. Until next time, peace be with you. What did you hear? I didn't hear anything. The lady? Over the past 2 months, the full benefit of our procurement of copy of the Homer archive from Far Zenith has made itself known, and as a result, all of Apollo's key deliverables are on schedule. Apollo has already surpassed 40 million discrete data entries and continues to grow. The physical science modules are effectively complete, with soft science modules close behind, with world history, cultural data, and media archives are also on schedule. Language preservation is wrapping up a bit ahead of schedule due to falling short of our goal to preserve 4,500 languages. I suppose the tragic early loss of the Papua New Guinea doomed that goal from the outset, with attendant curricula development about to begin. Speaking of heuristic curricula, they are performing well in testing with children and adolescents, demonstrating high levels of engagement with and trust in the Aristotle and aphasia personae. Personally, I find them highly engaging, especially when they debate. I wish half my professors had been so entertaining. So many people scouting, but didn't hear that random talking. Yeah, I know, right? Lady just starts talking in the background, and they hear nothing.
So Sunfall rests upon the ruin of the old ones. The place is more...
Let's see how many I can...
Get it while I can.
Silent strike. Yeah, just finishing off this quest before I go and join the fam for Easter dinner. We did a quick break for the egg hunt.
This is no place for me.
Oh, that's no good, Boogie. I hope you're feeling better soon. You mentioned you had a bit of a cold or something going on? Woke up with a stuffy nose and I've been going downhill since. Well, hopefully you'll feel better soon, and it's just a cold, not the dirty C word.
Still sniffing around.
I'm not sure why they triggered.
You'll do.
All of this lost. The ancients' greatest gift to us.
Greatest? How about the fact we exist at all?
To abide in ignorance is a curse, Aloy. You of all people should know that.
Whoa!
Alright, let's see if I can creep back over here and get this guy.
I've been seen.
Crap. Yeah, I hope you're feeling better soon. Oh, come on. Yeah, this place is, good for hiding.
That's the last of them. Alone once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders.
Just want to look around, see if there's any more messages before we move along.
Zero Dawn's Extinction Failsafe Protocol. The ultimate killer app. Now, so why give her a subordinate function only purpose of... what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine your Gaia 200 years from now and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. Spinning top that won't stop wobbling.
Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Color me confounded, Lizzie. Bashcore? Anyone who says the old TT codes to Bashcore is straight up lying, and you know it. Old Trav didn't have no truck with commercialized razzle-dazzle. Nuh-uh. Heck, I'd rather guzzle a liter of Citrum runoff than listen to Grey Swarm for 30 seconds. Hand to God and swear on my mama's grave, and she was religious. Now that ain't Bashcore blasting the Hades lab. Shaking the walls, rattling folks' teeth, it's death metal. Girl, classical music. 80s and 90s mostly. Got me some Dutch deathcore, some Japanese gore grind, some Swedish cannibal themed stuff too. Stop by if you want to listen, or heck, just come within 50 meters of the lab. Ain't no bashcore, you'll see, or hear rather, in the screech that rends the air, and feeling the throbbing pulse of the floor and walls and ceiling swallowing you up like you was Jonah trapped in the gullet of a gothic deathfish. Hallelujah. As for those requests to turn it down, no can do, Lizzie. This is how I code. Turn down my death metal, might as well give up stimulants, chocolate malts, and industrial accident vids. Last I heard, we were supposed to be coding Hades down here. Am I really supposed to code an extinction protocol without death metal to inspire me? Nah, I don't think so. Stay cool. Trav. This guy's special. Tate here, just popped 3 blues, but I earned it. Finally figured out a Goldilocks solution to Gaia's rather extreme executive authority. If that ain't worth 10-12 hours of death dream, what is? Before this, every upstoration protocol I designed failed in simulation because it was either too hard or too soft. Too hard, and it degraded the Gaia core. Sure, it pried her figurative fingers off the figurative driving wheel so Hades could take control, but by breaking her fingers, sometimes her arms too, so that couldn't fly. Everything depends on Gaia taking control back after Hades has done its business, so had to find a solution that didn't leave Gaia any worse for wear. Too soft, and Gaia only pretended to relinquish control. In simulation after simulation, Hades would take command of the terraforming system and reverse operations, only to have Gaia lurk in the background, quietly reversing processes and falsifying telemetry to hide its interface. Sneaky, I swear. Ain't nothing Gaia wouldn't do to keep life going, even when it's just simulated plant life. Turns out the just right solution is to isolate Gaia in a protective code shell, preserving its integrity, then unseat it from command position so Hades can slip into the figurative captain's chair and work its magic. Those blues are coming on strong now, so I'm not really describing it so clear, but pretty sure it'll work. Yeah, those blues are plenty strong. Guess it's time to sleep in bed. I'll be back to it tomorrow, alligators. So he coded a way to hide Gaia while Hades does its biz. This mail concerns Apollo Archive submission, blah 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 blah. Your 666 submission is just 5 days, and oh what a doozy. Despite earlier warnings re inappropriate materials, you chose to submit 265 holographic remasters of acknowledged classics of extreme exploitation cinema. Allow me then to thank you on 2 counts. 1. For giving me the pleasure of rejecting your submission, thereby consigning your favorite Eastern European torture flicks and their ilk to the dust heap of oblivion. It truly warms my heart to know that I have saved future humanity from the ordeal of experiencing not just one, but all 16 installments of making a millipede. Don't worry. The Palestinian materials has been already been preserved, extreme, perhaps, but art. For clarifying a concept that has so long been ambiguous and ethically fraught for archivists, to myself, the definition of obscenity, you have freed me from the subjective quagmire embodied in Judge Potter's famous utterance. I know it when I see it. Thanks to you, I can apply a single objective criterion. If Travis Tate submitted it, it's obscene. Accordingly, I have directed Apollo staff to summarily reject all your future submissions sight unseen. Perhaps you might have invested the time you would have spent preparing further submissions on, oh, I don't know, your assigned work. We have a world to save after all, or the rest of us do anyway. So he's giving her some crazy porn for the Apollo database.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
Si vous êtes prêts. The ectogenic chambers arrived 2 days ago. I've spent the last 36 hours examining them and poring over technical documentation. There's a revelation. Astonishing. I don't know what you had to give Farzinus in trade to get these chambers, but it was worth it. In a single leap, their embryologists have vaulted past 50 years of technological shortcomings. The risks of ECMO resolved. Nutrition delivery resolved. Hormonal stability resolved. 12 other risk areas resolved. Before I examined these chambers, I considered the Odyssey to be a fool's errand, but if the rest of FZ's technology is at this level, while a human colony around Sirius doesn't seem so impossible after all. Mass fabrication of the chambers will present a number of challenges, but I'm confident they can be resolved. I'm going to rest for a few hours and get back at it. Expect a fabrication plan within 48 hours. Well, we know they got the Odyssey off the planet, and they made it look like they didn't. Development of the artificial personae for cradle servitors, nurturer, discipliner, and healer continues at a good pace. We are targeting turning 0.4 for these constructs. This should allow low-grade empathy and limited improvisation without undermining adherence to coded behavior sets. The stimulus-driven switching of personae, however, is proving to be a greater software challenge than anticipated, especially concerning our entrenched feedback loops between the disciplinarian and healer personae. I have also attached the reports from an incident where a servitor running the mother personae intervened on a disciplinarian servitor's behavior, a parental argument, if you will. Amusing on first glance, perhaps, but deeply concerning. I have attached a comprehensive plan for correcting these interactive protocol shortcomings in just blank. Isn't that what mother personae do? Interrupt on the disciplinarian personae. Aletheia 01 was successfully sealed before the swarm advancing across Zhejiang province could detect it. Ping back from critical systems is good, for our maiden voyage a success. Regards my disputes with the Bedes over zygote selection. Of course, I understand we have limited overhead to run simulations of gene flow in our future humans, but we can all agree there is margin for refinement in future cradle populations. Donc, in addition to personally overseeing completion of the Aletheia 02 site inside Mount Namali, I will formulate and propose a modified Zogate selection plan within a week. Mais oui, monsieur. Alright, I've been around the whole outside. No, you don't agree? No way? I'm pretty sure in this house, Mama is the disciplinarian. Daddy can be too.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation.
She did.
Oh, Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
I definitely have pretty high expectations on behavior, and I am also incredibly fair.
It's like it used to hold something. Some component that got removed.
But yes, the kids know.
Nuts would benefit from antilopine morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability. You're a quick study, Gaia. Dr. Sobek. As I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event. Oh? And your assessment? Gaia? Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence. And yet, I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning? No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good. You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement. Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol? When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand. Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right? I'm fine. I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor. But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing? Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future. You really believe that? I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
This is very interesting. I didn't get this feel from the other game that all life had ceased to exist and then Gaia recreated it. So this is very interesting. Hey, Foolish, welcome to the stream. Some terrible news, I'm afraid. Farzinas has informed me that the Odyssey mission has failed. Last night, telemetry indicated a catastrophic antimatter containment failure as the drive spun up to depart the solar system. The ship, its crew, its cargo of zygotes and seeds, its alpha build of Apollo, all were lost. Zero Dawn is now the only hope for the continuation of the human species and earthly life. We must succeed. Well, we know that's not true. It's coming along, Liz. I'm positive about it. If these words can still mean anything, had my sleeves rolled up negotiating with frozen zoos for their samples, so many species trapped in ghoulish hologram dioramas, suspended in what-ifs, more than 14,000 that went extinct between 2000 and 2043. We started mapping out primary succession, selecting the pioneer organisms for a balanced and sustainable biosphere, microorganisms and insects, rabbits and hawks, foxes and wolves, thousands more that will have to wait their turn until our new generation can be entrusted with the duty of restoring them, so they can return to a world that, this time, will understand the concept of conservation before it's too late. There's already been too many too lates. We lost a whole collection team during the swarm breakthrough in Myanmar. The samples we lost were, well, irreplaceable. But thanks to you, Liz, the circle of life will bend, not break. The Earth was a lifeless rock before, and someday it will be again. But not now, not like this, not on our watch. Ronson. Yes. Is this not what it wants me to look at? There we go.
Alpha registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
To be a genetic replica of Elizabeth Sobek.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
That's a big boom. So how is Foolish doing today?
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
This is probably not good.
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. It grew when High Priest Bahavas went missing. And when the true Sun King Itamen was snatched away. It not only grew, but multiplied. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
See that scar on your cheek? You didn't get to finish.
Yes, I remember. He fought well. For a savage.
His name was Rost, and he was a better man than you could ever hope to be.
The better man is the one who doesn't end up with his guts steaming on the ground. No, it wasn't him. I could have finished you before he attacked. But I didn't. This failing troubled my thoughts. Haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men.
Yeah, Ross is an amazing character.
Meant to eliminate High Priest Bahavas. Meant to snatch Itamen away. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
You're an idiot. A dangerous idiot, but an idiot. All this talk of destiny and fate. I'm sure Hades speaks the same language, doesn't he? You're being played for a fool. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then you can just cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place. Exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
Oh, what to say. They cast me out, needless slaughter, they're irrelevant.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus, such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile. So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
Oh yeah, the details are absolutely amazing. Like, his 5 o'clock shadow and stuff. Look at the building around her, the texture of her skin, her freckles, like, it's all so very well done. She could really use a facial though, her pores are kind of large.
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold! Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die. Let her be the first of thousands!
Great. What do I got for weapons? Got no armor.
Maybe I could use its strength against it. That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down. Gotta get out of the way.
Oh yeah. Just like that, full gear.
Hey! Guess who got her weapons back? Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it! Freeze canister on its hips. Cryo arrow shoots it off. Those components on the sides of its head. They've got something to do with its lift attacks.
I need to find a place to hide. How the hell are you supposed to get away from that attack? I really hate when you tell it to pull an arrow and it doesn't pull an arrow. Makes me kind of sad. Holy poop nugget.
Silence! Kill her! Kill her!
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself!
Pew pew! Oh, someone coming to help me? Because I could really use some frickin' help. Oh, silence! There we go.
So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time, then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
How did you track my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Really, Aloy. It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the sunroom at high noon. I wore out 2 striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
See you later, Foolish. Good luck with your stream. We'll be sure to check in on you, give you a like.
Since when can you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corruptor to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through your focus. Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans. Though, of course, far more advanced.
Great. You're welcome, I guess. Helis recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse. Not that you knew the man who killed my... who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Right. I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora's sacred land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not going to tell me.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Karja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to. Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel. For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who. Yeah!
What did you give me, Silence? Shadow armor. How do I get off this thing? Like that. Nice.
Hardy little plant. You'll help.
Well, I'm not running that whole way. That would just be silly. Why? Why is it not allowed? Seriously, I have to run the whole damn way? That's just rude.
past feels like it's under my skin. For later.
Oh, I can fast travel to that one. Let's see how close I can get. And really, it's 4 o'clock. I'm probably gonna have to... Gonna have to take a break. Go help get some supper ready. Yeah, it's just flying. I can't fast travel to any of those.
That smell. Trees on fire. The embrace. Watchtower's burning.
That's why I can't.
To warn the tribe.
Oh, come on. Welcome to the stream!
I can get out of this. Lenora, you stand here. Anything to protect the embrace. But the gates couldn't hold. This is Hades' future. Metal and ash.
I need heals. Oh, your wife had to work today? The boo earns. That's boo earns right there.
These will keep. The old bunker. Where it all started. What if I'd never found that focus? The eclipse smashed through.
Oh, come on.
Got their attention.
Down you go.
Alright, where'd the other one go?
Don't mind me.
What are they shooting?
Oh, come on.
Can breathe again. Here we go again.
Yeah, absolutely. Fully agree. The new one is really, really good. This one's not bad. I mean, considering when it was made and the abilities it has, it's nice. I really like a lot of the things that they fixed between the two games. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. He's an arrow bender, that guy. Oh, for goodness sake. Bend that, bitch. Hopefully this is heals over here.
Saving these for the trail.
It's still a pretty fun game, and I wish I had played them in order, but it's not been too bad that I haven't. And there is a lot of information in this game that is kind of getting filled in, like it's not readily obvious from playing the other first. Alright. What am I hearing? Also, I think it's free with PS Plus, so I'll definitely end up playing it eventually. Yeah, you should, for sure. It's a really fun game. I am really enjoying it. I am really enjoying the storyline, the open world concept. It's a really well done game just now. You gonna draw that arrow, bud?
Let's get this over with.
Oh, I hate when I'm pulling the trigger and she's not drawing an arrow. It really makes me sad. Nothing like blowing myself up. Yeah, Riku's doing some plotting, but not saying on what. Whoops. Hoping it's a stream or something cool. How about an arrow to the head? Give that.
Handy. Just go about your business.
Secret plots.
War eclipse. It's a corrupted Thunderjaw, all right. The survivors must be holed up in the mountain. If the tunnel collapses, they'll be buried.
Oh, it's Varl and his mama.
To Aloy's side, now!
For Aloy! For our mother!
Varl and Sona, they're still alive.
Oh, Jesus, dude, get in the way when I'm shooting an arrow. That had to be Varl. That guy is a pro at getting in the way.
Destroy it!
Hey, pick up that gun, dummy! Or don't, and get smashed and die, you dumb twat. Ugh. Well, guns are much nicer with the thunder jaws, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, I want to blow that other gun up and use it on him.
Got it!
Damn it, I missed half the shots.
May the goddess remember!
Alright, are all the other ones dead?
Aloy did it! We only... I thought we were done.
Aloy, your deeds reenact the old stories. Another metal devil struck down upon the slopes. If you hadn't returned, the tribe would have been lost.
No, I think I saw more resources. Down over here.
I'll find a use for you.
Yeah, I think this is the spot where I saw the other resources. Alright, let's go talk to Varl.
You saved the tribe. Did what no brave or war chief could do.
I'm glad to see you're all right, Varl. You are all right.
Since the proving. So much death. Is the killing over?
For now, but this was just one battle, Varl. There are more to come.
I see. So long as we have you to fight with us, I suppose we'll make do.
How many survived the attack?
Nearly all the matriarchs, and many families, goddess be praised. But braves, just a few, and most of them are wounded. Never before has an enemy stabbed the heart of our people like this. Even the Karja, in all their red raids, never broke through to the Embrace.
Well, this enemy may have broken through, but they never got back out. We made sure of that. Tell me about the attack. What happened?
They struck from the east. Our sentinels saw the killers coming. Said that beside them marched Deathbringers and Corruptors and other machines, driven mad. We took ground, met them with clouds of arrows. Some fell, but they kept coming. Finally, we withdrew to the gates of the Embrace to make our stand. But they were too much for us. Those who survived fell back to the mountain.
So the survivors took shelter in the mountain? By law, only matriarchs are allowed inside.
It was Tirsa who broke the taboo, ordered the tribe into the mountain for safety. Lansra, well, she didn't agree. But I don't think anyone heard her over all the screams and shouting.
Tirsa's decisions saved lives. Good for her. Common sense isn't always so common around here. Are your injuries serious?
Bruises pale. Bones heal.
Don't give me a hunting song, Varl. Are you okay?
My body aches, but it's nothing that will keep me from fighting.
I need to go inside the mountain.
The matriarchs will be eager to see you.
I'm sure, but I didn't come here for them.
Then, what for?
You will see.
He's got pretty brown eyes. Alright, I'll be a good girl and do what I'm supposed to do instead of just running around looting, looking. Abby, stop.
Aloy! Whoa, you've returned.
Teb?
Aloy! You've come back! The Seeker has returned. Come.
I'm
Speak to
glad
us.
to see you.
Foolish
My
woman.
injuries.
You welcome a
Innocence?
curse. Come, Seeker, we have much
Casualty.
to discuss. Her very
Nothing I
presence
couldn't
here is
sew
a
back together with a
blasphemy.
needle and thread.
Guess being a Stitcher came in handy in combat after all, huh?
Yes, I suppose it did.
So, you have finally returned.
She not only returned, but fought her way through many enemies to reach us. Outside, she brought low a corrupted Thunderjaw. She lifted the siege.
How was this done? By the will of All-Mother. Have you returned to speak with the goddess, Aloy?
Yes, I guess you could say that. I think it'll work this time.
Sisters, surely we cannot permit this. Because of her, our tribe teeters upon extinction. What if she has come to wake her father, the Metal Devil? She means to finish our destruction. We must stop her.
Lansra, it's over. It's time to step aside. I'm not gonna hurt you. If there's anything I've learned since the Proving, it's that there are bigger evils in this world than you. Finally.
Hold for identiscan. Error. Alpha registry corrupted. Correction. Alpha registry restored. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
That'd be mind-blowing for a bunch of people who had no idea about technology.
I see you're inside.
Figured I might be hearing from you.
Shall we begin?
I never stopped.
Well, friends, this is where I'm going to stop. Hopefully it's a safe point and it'll all work out in the end. But I've got to go do Easter stuff with the fam. It was great for everybody to stop by. Binge, Riku, it's Jordan. Who else? Foolish. Can't forget Foolish. Foolish stopped by. And he was going off to do a stream, so make sure you check that out. And Poogie stopped by. Hope you're feeling better soon, Poogie. Thank you all for your support. It's very much appreciated. And we'll see you all again very soon.